Taurus, I love my Tauruses. Oh, yeah, like I said, some bad news have come in regards to relationships of people that you have loved. The Two of Wands is there. It shows you kind of looking out over the world, wondering, what's next? Where am I going to go? Some issues with your workplace. Something isn't making you happy about it. And you are considering is this a long-term thing, or are you going to make a big change? Are you going to separate yourself from this? You're going to add something to this? You're going to take away? What are you doing? Because I would say there's been some sort of separation from you and whatever it is you've loved doing. There's been a change in you. It says the Ace of Wands is here, but in reverse. It does say the journey is delayed. Where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be doing has been delayed. There is a slight delay. Change, transformation. Again, the Death card shows up. It's like we've got the same cards all the time. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so thank you. Death card is in there again. Like I said, transformation, change. But you know what else that can also represent is thinking about marriage. I know that's a weird thing to talk about now, but it could be thinking about the marriage you're in, thinking about the marriages you've been in, thinking about the marriage you think is ideal, thinking about the marriage you would like to have. I think this is a good time for you to be thinking about partnership, thinking about relationship, thinking about marriage especially, because I would say the Taurus is a person who does like to sort of bite right into partnership and stay long-term. Taurus people, I would say, are more loyal than many of the other signs. Nothing against anyone else. But Taurus, I would say, are very committed when they get involved, and they do like to stay long-term as opposed to short-term. But that doesn't mean that they stay in healthy relationships. And I will say that is definitely one of the problems with Taurus, because they can sometimes stay in relationships that are not good and should probably leave them a long time before they did. So that does happen to Taurus, okay? But most of the time they are very loyal. They keep their circles small, and this one here is the same kind of vibe. There's been some sadness about either, I would say, family members. We've got a 5 of cups in a very particular area that speaks to your Venus, your heart, your money and your love. It's kind of a weird. We've got a 5 of cups there. Tells me that you're going to have some sadness over the next little while. Maybe people are leaving, or people have left, and you have felt lonely, or you're not attached to the people. The people that you want to be close to aren't close to you. And not just in spirit, but in body. So we have money situations around Taurus. I do think you're going to get Taurus people like money. So I do see opportunities that will come. I am being told to tell you, though, to be mindful of a King of Swords who is in reverse. They may be a passive aggressive, but they happen to be a money person. So you may have to be really clear about your direction with this person, and really clear about your boundaries with this person. That's all. So I would just make sure that's really clear. If you're making any decisions with any higher ups or any authority, make sure it's super clear. Okay? But you may be facing having to do something that you don't want to do. You may have to do it. You bite the bullet. Do it. Okay, you will have to also maybe take some time to learn some other way, other skill, or other idea of managing what you do to make money. And that might take a little bit of time for you to shake it all out. So don't be too much in a hurry to move things out of the way. Okay? I must have said something funny. I don't know what I said. I'll listen to this later and find out. All right, so Taurus, I would say that there is a Virgo, likely a Virgo or Capricorn, or maybe another Taurus, but I think it's a Virgo because of the way the card shows up. It looks like there might be some, I don't know, maybe you haven't been communicating well enough with this person. So I would say take some time and try to repair that relationship, okay? Oh, okay, so I do see, interesting. I think that there's been so much change around the Taurus. Even the Taurus is deciding, do they want to make a change? And what is it everything's changed around them, regardless of whether they wanted it. So I do think that they're not happy with some of that, but they're going to be sitting with a lot of that and wondering about, is there a change that they also need to make? And there will be some, most definitely, that you'll have to consider. Right? Okay, so and here's a neat thing I see in the Taurus reading is your health may not be perfect, okay? Your health may not be perfect, but you're living through it. And this card here tells me that you may use natural ways to heal, or you may go to people who are naturalists or healers of some sort that are of alternative variety. So an alternative healer, a very good psychic, a spiritualist, someone in this vibration will come and either be very helpful to you in a way that you can actually be this as well. So that may be a water sign. I want to speak out about that. It might be a water sign. Now, maybe they don't say that. So it's Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Now, they may, how do I say this? This may be their moon sign, but they don't know what it is. Or this may be what the house they were born in, but they don't know what it is. So I'm probably not really wrong about that, but the people, whoever this person is, they don't know that. So when you ask, they won't say yes. So here's their person, though. They'll usually be a very spiritual and kind individual, but their attitude at this time is I take no more shit. And, good people get there. So this one here is take no more shit. I've had enough. If whatever I got to do to just get on with it will be happening. So this Pisces energy, I would say they've gone through some pretty difficult times. I know this because I know a lot about the last few months for Pisces, especially having some difficulties. So I would say that this is the kind of vibe, but they may be very helpful for you to be around. So this could even be like, so Taurus, what I'm saying is you'll be connecting with people like that. And this person may not be in their best mode as they normally would be because they're going through a difficult time. And you may be very important to them on many levels as well as they be important to you. And this is the card I keep speaking about, okay? It's this is on top of this Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio person, saying that they've had the difficulties of the world on their back and going through some struggles. Actually, Carly, you and we know what we're talking about there, but this would be going on for many Tauruses, not just that one. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So Taurus, I'm going to say that as far as money goes, you will be able to manage it. You will figure it out. You might have to struggle a little bit and argue to get your way, but you'll do it. As far as health issues go, you may be worried about other people more than yourself and indeed become that high priestess that I was talking about. So normally you would go to this person, but you've already gone to these kinds of people. You may become this kind of person for the person I just spoke of. So keep that in mind. And then you will have to deal with stress. So I see you being put into positions of helping and healing others, but you really need to help and heal yourself too. So don't forget to give it back to you as you're moving on, and then you'll be fine. But you will have some difficult times over the next 5 months, I'm going to say. Sorry to say, my dear, but I would say that is true. Relationships, I'd say you've had some hits in relationships recently, and not exactly where you want it to be. But I'm going to say in the very recent days and in the next little while, then you've got this to deal with. This is really good. 10 of Cups comes in. So I'm going to say that relationships will improve dramatically in the next coming weeks for sure. So whatever is happening right now is settling down, and a lot of good love and vibes are coming your way, and you'll feel a lot better about it. And I think whatever difficulties you're going through, or in terms of being sad with your family or with your peeps not being close by, I think that you'll overcome it. And, it's kind of a sad time. It's a weird time. It's just a weird time for you, Tauruses. So, money, not so bad. Health, not so bad. Love, picking up the pace. So that's good.